is up, everybody? This is Mog back here with you with Mog's Cast. This is episode 19 today. As you can see, we are floating above Minmus. For the eagle-eyed among you, you may have noticed based on the surface. But yeah, this is my mapping satellite that I launched up between episodes out to Minmus to start mapping it. As you can see, it hasn't fully completed, but it's complete enough to the point where I can see where the locations of Cathane are. Those little green dots up there in the window, and I also have the ISA MapSat plugin installed as well, so I can kind of compare that scan of Cathane to the topographical scan here and kind of pick a coordinate to land. I'm hoping I can land on one of these flat lakes. These purple spots in here represent the sea level, I do believe, and that is like perfectly flat land, or a perfectly flat surface to land on, so it's pretty ideal other than the rough surface of the rest of the place. But that's the goal. Is we're going to be bringing up a lander to start our science investigation of the moon Minmus. But yeah, so we'll be doing that. I've also got plans to launch up a small habitat science station, nothing like the ones we've got around Kerbal and the Mun, but we are going to do a small habitation module out here, I think, just for the purpose of science, for science. But let's go ahead and jump on over to the launch pad, and I will be right back with you guys when we get there. Okay guys, welcome back. We are out here on the launch pad with our good old trusty buddy, the Trident Lander that we used to first map our location of Atlantis, the base on the Mun. Same exact setup is what I'm going to be using to create our small lander in science. I'm going to say a science outpost on Minmus. So without further ado, let's go ahead and just get going here. I'm going to bust out my tools. Got my orb. Actually, I'm going to get rid of the target on Minmus because I'm not planning to do what? Did I just click on Jewel? What is going on there? I did. I clicked on Jewel. What the heck? Okay, you know what? Whatever. Let's get rid of the target that way. Forget it. I don't want to focus Jewel. I want to go back to the Kerbals. There we go. That's better. Okay, so here we go. We're launching up. And just getting going. So it looks like we've got crew of Luvis, Buzz Kerman, and Lincel Kerman. I don't think I've seen these guys before, so that's some new folks for us to add to the roster. Now, that does remind me, you guys were probably expecting a slightly different mission for this. You guys were, the last episode I recorded, bringing the surface transfer bus to the Mun outpost, to the Mun Atlantis base. And I believe I had mentioned that I was going to go ahead and just do the next episode launching up to the station with all the crew intact. Problem is, I ran into a bit of a hiccup as I was transferring you guys on the Land Rover, the small rover I built for transferring crew around. What am I doing? I'm transferring too early. Okay guys, we are back. And we've got our Munner coach out here, the original Trident launcher that we used to make our base on mark our base on the Mun that we planned, the location of Atlantis base that we have up there right now. We're using the same one to establish our landing spot on Minmus. So what I'm going to do is, actually, I'm going to talk about, we got a crew here. We got Luvis, we got Buzz Kerman, and we got Lincel Kerman with us today. So those are all new faces, it looks like. What I'm going to go ahead and do, instead of going through the whole launch process, because for some reason or another I've been having a little trouble with this craft. Once it gets up to about 6,000 meters, it starts chunking along pretty slow, lagging out a bit. So I'm just going to come back at you guys once we get up into an orbit where it's a little more stable lag-wise, so it's not laggy, and then we're going to go ahead and press on from there. So I will meet you guys back here in just a moment. Okay guys, I am back here with you. As you can see, we are launched up about 30 kilometers up, roughly, almost, and just burning out toward getting our orbit now. So yeah, it was lagging a little bit. Actually, that one wasn't as bad. I probably could have recorded that. There was just a couple of small hiccups, but I wanted to be sure that I at least got something I could start recording off of. But yeah, I think what might have been causing my lag issues, was I've got that ISA MapSat mod installed. I took off the mapping satellite since the surface has already been mapped with that probe I had launched. And I do remember, I think I had leg problems launching that probe. Don't take my word on this, but that might be what's causing my issues occasionally with these launches. It's just those early stages of the launch might be getting a little laggy just because of that. It might be just because of the differences in version between the game and the mod right now, at least my version of the mod. I don't know if there's an update just yet, but that's just speculation. Don't take that as a you shouldn't use the mod. It's a really cool mod, but we are launching up and just getting up about an apoapse, just a hair under 90 kilometers up, pushing out to bring up our periapse as well. But this is going a little slow. We're going to jump back at you as we get ready to burn out toward Minmus. Okay guys, I am back here with you. We are coming in. You can see Minmus back there in the distance, and we are just going to be speeding into it. We're getting ready to make our capture burn as we get closer to periapse on this guy. Looks like we got a little ways to go here, but we're coming in just nice and quick. One of the other things I wanted to mention during this video is, have you guys seen the news about I'm sure a lot of you have probably heard about the whole snafu going on with Squad and their wording of free updates for the rest of the production of KSP, and then them coming out with a possible announcement that they might do expansions, which might be an additional fee, and a lot of people kind of getting upset with that. And they kind of went back and said, you know what, you guys are right, we kind of worded it bad, and they offered everybody who's bought it up to this point free updates, free expansion, the whole nine, for the rest of the game. And anybody who buys it up until the end of April will also get that. So if you guys haven't bought it yet and you're on the fence, I would suggest going to snag it right away, or before the end of April, so that you get the best deal. Otherwise, if you wait, you're just going to get the game and all of its updates, but no expansions for free, which is what I'm kind of excited about. It sounds like they've got some things planned. They're not working on any of it yet, but they've got a few things planned that would be pretty cool, it sounds like. For example, colonization was one of the things mentioned as a possibility of things they might want to do in the future, expansion-wise. So we're getting close here. Let's go ahead and just start this burn. And just drop in our orbital velocity so we get captured. Look at that. Look at how slow I have to be going to actually get an orbit. That's crazy. It's so slow. I guess that's to drop in orbit, but that's okay. So we're just going to come around back. We're going to shorten it up again here. Oops, too short. There we go. And then that'll be our capture, and we'll just be basically looking for a spot to land. I think I'm going to try to do probably just right in here somewhere. Actually, no. We're going to turn on our detector and find a Kethane deposit once we get in there, and that's what we're going to land at. I'm not going to put that on. Let's get rid of orbital. Let's pull up surface. Okay. Let's zip around to the other side of this and do our circularization. We just need to burn off another 28.5 delta V. There goes the satellite. Haven't thought of a name for that. If you guys want a specific name, just drop it in the comments if you have any ideas. The other ones were Anglerfish and Crow's Eye. I was trying to kind of keep it like a Nordic theme. So if you guys got any ideas for another satellite name, drop it in the comments. Come on. Okay. Coming in here. Okay. Burning down. And that is pretty spot on. Alright. Now let's turn our detection sound on and see if we can find us some cathane on the light side. Let's zip around here. Oh, there's some cathane. It's still kind of dark. Let's see if we can't find some more and a little bit lighter. And let's do some retrograde here. This isn't a lot of delta V to burn off, so that I can just drop at a spot. 149 shouldn't take too long to do. Okay, so we should be in the light now. Let's switch back and get ready. As soon as we see some cathane, we're just gonna floor it and drop. Nothing yet. I really wish the cathane map actually had some sort of positional thing you could turn on just to see where you were. I think that would be very nice. Here we go, guys. So it's just a hair behind us back that way. So let's get focused back on our retrograde marker. There we go. We are over some cathane right now. And we are pretty much just dropping. Which reminds me, let's go ahead and transfer and fill back up our mono tank. That's our lander mono tank. Should have full fuel here still. Yep. How's our batteries? They're getting pretty low. Let's pop out a screen or two and refill those too. It's a manned module, so we don't have to worry about losing control if we run out of electricity, but we will lose our landing lights. So let's just refill that. And we are gonna just kill this. Now I know I mentioned earlier that I wanted to land on a lake, but whatever. This is gonna have to do. Okay, we are dropping straight down, so we should pretty much nail this cathane. As long as the planet doesn't rotate underneath us. I mean, we are about 20 kilometers up, so it'll probably rotate a little bit, but not terribly. Oh, damn. Maybe so. Nope, 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 nope. We want to go this way. And burn and keep up with this. Okay, let's see if that does the trick. See if we can chase that cathane deposit down. It looks like we're just like right on the corner of one. Maybe this one right here. The second one to the right from the left side of this map. In the middle. I think that's where we are. I could totally be wrong on that. Nope, we're gonna need to burn a little bit further. Falling in the right direction, so that's good. We're about it's about 7.5 kilometers up now. So what I'm going to do now is I'm pointing straight up from the surface, so I kill my speed, my falling speed, but I'm also maintaining my forward momentum in the direction of the rotation of the planet. So that's going to save some stuff. And I'm going to actually lower the throttle, kick off that, engage those thrusters. There we go. Extend our legs, turn on our lights. Ooh, did we lose it? I think... Oh, no, we're still in the Cathane deposit. Okay, cool. So I'm just coming down here now. This is also outfit with all of the different science modules that are available. So this is just gonna kind of be our research outpost on this planet. Planetoid, more or less. Oh, falling back out of it. See if we can correct that. Or did we get too far? Did we get too far? I think we did. Okay, changing our angle a little bit. Let's see if we can fall back this way. Okay. Alright, so we are falling straight down. Let's get that going. So as you can see, I just kind of burnt toward the ground because we were actually escaping the surface a little bit there. Okay, we are looking good now. About 3 kilometers up. Just going to start arresting our vertical velocity. Or is that horizontal? I don't know. Whatever. Turn off that. Let's do some surface speed because that's what we're really after. Sorry if that... I'm going to shut off that beeping area. Is that cool? Do you guys like that? Do you guys enjoy listening to that? Because I was actually zoning out on it and I wasn't noticing. So if you guys don't like that, let me know. Helps me as I'm landing to know where I am without having to check every few seconds to make sure that the numbers are still updating. But that's okay. It's not the end of the world. Let's get a little closer. Those numbers are still updating, so we're good there. We're about 2 kilometers up. I'm going to start killing some of that velocity again. And we are still over. Okay. 1.5 kilometers up from the surface. That's different from this. This is, you would crash into the surface looking at this. Because what I'm looking at here is my true altitude from the surface. That's from sea level. Which is, going too fast. Balls. Flip over and correct that problem. This thing handles like a dream. This thing is surprisingly agile with no RCS. Which is always well appreciated. Let's go to auto view so that I can actually just do this. Okay, coming down. Are we still updating? We are still updating. Let's get into about 500. Just dropping that speed slowly, as you can see, and we are still approaching the ground pretty darn quick, which I think is going to line up pretty darn good. .8 meters a second, about 50 meters up. Let's kick that throttle up just a hair, and we are landing on fairly, well, it is a little wobblies. That's okay. And by a little wobblies, I mean slanted surface. Oh, wrong way. There we go. And that's one thing. The gravity on Minmus is so low that vehicles will actually start to move along their surface sometimes because it's just so low. It doesn't hold you there very well. And our SAS and ASAS and the smart ASS will kill rotation will actually tilt and like drag you along the surface and stuff if you're not paying attention. Because gravity's just not pulling you down fast enough to keep you in place. But there we go, we are landed, guys, and I would say that's a pretty darn good landing if I do say so myself. Let's get rid of this. Deactivate, hide map. We've got these deployed. Let's kick out our Communitron satellite dish, and there we are. We are communicating back with Kerbin, we'll say. And our stations, look at that, even pointing kind of that way. There's the Mun, there's Kerbin, and the sun. If you didn't know, that was the sun. Ha 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 ha. But yeah, that's the video, guys. Actually, you know what? Let's give Buzz the honor of being the first Kerbin to set foot on Minmus. And he's gonna do it like a pro. Look at that. That is jet control, folks. Look at him, he's all happy. So happy, Buzz. Are these new suits? Or are they just redo them? Look at all this stuff on here. That's kind of cool. Well, cool, guys. Thanks for watching. That was episode 19. And we now have firmly established ourselves on Minmus. It's official. Next route is going to be getting a small habitation science station up in orbit. I don't think we're going to do a fueling station around this place because it's out of the ordinary. We're not going to use it. It's not very practical, I think. At least with my knowledge, it doesn't seem practical to build a fueling station here. The Mun seems worthwhile because it's level, eccentricity, and it basically just puts us out further from the sphere of influence of Kerbin, so we can refuel there, and we're already that far out. But anyway, thanks for watching, guys. If you learned anything or liked what you saw, please do drop a like. Let me know in the comments what you guys didn't like, or I'm sorry, what you guys liked or didn't like. And stay tuned. Stay tuned for the next episode. Going to be episode 20. We got 5 more to go. Well, 6 more to go after this one, and that'll be the finale. So you guys stay tuned, and we'll see you next time.